What if we have the chance to undo things that we did before and replace them with all our ideals in life? It's like having an editing software that we can use to import, blend, or remove materials to create a sensational design and render it perfectly. In today's Sensei episode, we will have a layout designer who found his purpose in serving the church through his creativity and rendering layouts. Join us as we explore, learn, and improve with Mr. Loyd Jayril Tiatco, here in Sensei, their skills and talents.
My name is Loyd Jayril Tiatco. I am from Angeles City, Pampanga. Well, to be honest, my life isn't that interesting. Now, when I was a kid, I got a seizure disorder. So, actually, it's ironic dahil nung bata ako, binawalan ako sa mga computers, binawalan ako sa mga colorful digital materials, bawal ako sa cartoons, bawal sa animes, and the like. Pero, growing up, it became my passion sa computer, especially when it comes to graphic designing, when it comes to layout designing, and the like. By the way, I am a teacher. I graduated from the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, at Far Eastern University in 2020. At present, while I am also trying to continue my layout designing stops, I am also studying at University of the Philippines as a Master of Education student, major in Educational Psychology. Well, before, to be honest, bago ako na sa teaching profession, before I studied education, nag-architecture muna ako. But I felt parang architecture is not for me. Basically, kaya ako nag-architecture, it is because I wanted to design my dream school. So yun yung ultimate goal ko in life, to manage my own school. Pero since architecture is not for me, so ang next profession close to it is as a teacher. So, yun. Actually, right now, I am unemployed due to nagma-masters ako, and at the same time, nagre-review ako for board exam. But before kasi, I was teaching in high school and elementary level, no? So, mahirap din, especially English teacher ako, supposedly, pero I was teaching graphic designing. Though, tatanungin nyo sa akin, you're passionate with graphic designing, so bakit mahirap? So, kasi, when I was teaching graphic designing, noong bata ako, though I tried to delve into the world of graphic design and layout arts, hindi talaga ako kumuha ng mga kurso na talagang in line with graphic designing. So, it's all about myself. I just experiment things. Nagawa ko lang yung mga to because of out of passion. And at the same time, talagang wala akong tinanggap na any certificate program or degree in terms of graphic designing. So wala talaga akong alam sa mga technical terms, no, sa pedagogy in teaching graphic designing. Ang hirap ituro yon kasi ang alam ko lang is kung ano yung alam ko, kung ano yung paano ko ginagawa. So, tapos meron silang binigay na mga books and curriculum na dapat ito yung ituro mo, dapat yun. So, ang hirap kasi while I am teaching, I'm also studying sa field ng graphic design. Sa graphic design, I don't consider myself as a graphic artist per se kasi sabi ko nga, hindi naman ako tumanggap ng kung anong course ng graphic designing. So, nag-render ako ng mga different artworks since 2010. So, I've been rendering layout designs for almost a decade. No, actually, 12 years na pala. So, to be exact. Nag-start ako kasi my dad was the former chairman of the fundraising committee at Mamacalulu Chapel pa before, now turned into shrine. So, sabi kasi ni dad, we need someone who can produce artworks. Curiosity ko with artworks kasi during that time, if alam niyo pa yung overhead projector, so yun yung technique na ginagamit sa simbahan. And then, nag-shift yon into projector, and at the same time, nag-shift siya into LED monitors yata. So, doon, na-curious ako kasi I wanted to create artworks na kasing ganda ng mga ginagawa sa simbahan. Kasi during that time, usually, ang ginagawa nila is black and white nga lang eh. Pero yung sa simbahan kung saan ako lumaki, which is Holy Rosary Parish, they try to incorporate graphics sa mga PowerPoint slides nila. So, I wanted to imitate. I wanted to be inspired by it. So, doon nagsimula yung curiosity ko with graphic designing. So, going back with my father, sabi niya, we need someone who can work with us through sa pamamagitan ng mga different tab mats, no? Sa mga posters, announcements, and etc. So, sabi ko, wala akong kilala, especially that I'm not a highly sociable person, no? And at the same time, hindi naman ako talaga nagsaserve sa simbahan. So, I'm just a parishioner by then. So, ang ginawa ko, sabi ko, Dad, I want to try. So, gumagawa ko ng mga different artworks using PowerPoint presentation during that time. So, sabi ni Dad, why not try Photoshop? So, si Dad kasi meron siyang Photoshop software sa PC niya. Tapos, sabi ko, Diyos ko, paano ba to? Merong mga pixels, merong mga size, dimensions, and everything. Tapos, yung mga tools, hindi ko siya kilala. So, ang ginawa ko, because out of curiosity, ang ginawa ko noon is, pindot lang ako ng pindot until I can create artworks pala. So, doon ko na-discover yung passion ko with arts. Actually, one thing that I haven't disclosed earlier is that, to be honest, I have to disclose this, even though medyo mahirap siya. I was diagnosed with depression and social anxiety. But because of my service inside the church, it became my safe space. It became my outlet. It became my inner peace. Kapag nagsaserve ako, parang I'm more than happy. So parang akala ng mga tao, it's just a mere service. Pero to me, it's my world eh. So dito ko mas na-appreciate ang sarili ko. Dito ko mas na-feel yung sense of purpose in life na parang as if this is my ministry. This is my calling. So parang kapag nagsaserve talaga ako sa simbahan, sobrang hindi mo ma-describe yung bliss or yung happiness. Parang you're on cloud 9 eh. Parang you're walking on air na parang it's more than a need. It's more than a want. Parang ganun yung feeling.
For more Limang Siglo videos, you can visit our social media accounts.
So, nagsimula ako mag-serve sa simbahan in the year 2012, nung naging shrine na yung Apo Chapel. So, the funny thing was, ang gusto ko lang talaga noon is mag-volunteer sa office. So, kasi Apo Chapel, now turned shrine, is very famous, especially nung bata pa ako. Kahit wala pang misa noon, dinadagsana yan ng mga tao. So, nung nagkaroon na ng mga misa, yung mga tao, gustong-gusto nila magpamisa, mag-inquire. So parang nagkaroon ako ng interest with the information. So kapag kami tinatanong sila about Apo Chapel or Apo Shrine, so sa akin sila lumalapit before. So nasa office ako yung nagbibigay ng information, and at the same time, during that time, ako rin yung mga naglilista ng mga nagpapamisa. Tumulong ako noon. If you're familiar with Sister Meng, she passed away. So siya yung nag-urge sa akin na mag-volunteer sa office. But then, I was introduced to one friend, si Tita Glens. She was the youth coordinator of Apo Shrine during that time. So sabi niya sa akin, she was insisting na, uy, sumali ka sa youth. During that time, akala ko ang pagsali sa youth ministry, sasali ka lang. Hindi mo kailangan ng any organization, especially I considered myself as an introvert. No, hindi ako highly sociable with everyone. Hindi ako comfortable na I'm introducing myself to a lot of people or even to crowded places, no? Sabi ko, sige, for a change, I'll try. So sabi niya, but before you proceed to the youth ministry, you must have an organization. And during that time, dalawa lang ang youth ministry, ang organization ng youth ministry rather. So we have the Apo Media Group and the Apo Youth War. Kasi noong mga panahon iyon, ang KBS or yung altar servers as of the present, hinahawakan pa siya ng Holy Rosary Parish. At that time, hindi kagandahan ng boses ko. Though I'm not saying na kagandahan ng boses ko at the present, pero dahil developing pa yung voice ko before, sabi ko, sige, mag-Apo Media Group ako. I got interested, sabi ko nga sa inyo, noong mga panahon na the shift from OHP sa LED, LCD projector hanggang LED TV, no, nag-curious ako kung paano nila ginagawa yung mga PowerPoint slides, paano nila pina-flash out yun sa screens, and so on. So, doon nagsimula na yung curiosity ko, doon ko siya in-emphasize, doon ko siya in-highlight and all. Tapos, yung president namin noon, sobrang strict. Ayun na madaming graphics kasi daw nadidistract yung mga tao. During that time, sabi ko, parang I had a sense of calling. Na parang, kasi ang nangyari noon, parang ang stagnant. So, parang, nandun ka, you'll open the laptop, isa-set up mo sa projector, tapos magne-next ka lang ng slides. Wala na. Parang hindi lang tayo taga-next, hindi lang tayo taga-pindot. Parang we're more than that. So doon ko na-realize that I have to step up in the game. Na parang doon na ako nagsabi na media is not just about guiding the people through the PowerPoint slides, but we're trying to connect with the people. So in the year 2012, doon ako nagsimula and doon din ako nag-start as a president of the Apo Media Group until 2016. So for 4 years, naging president ako and I tried my best to innovate things. Doon, nagsimula din na mag-set up ng Facebook account si Apo and hindi lang siya, actually before hindi pa page kasi hindi uso yung pages before. Ang uso pa noon yung i-add mo yung mga tao para makakonect ka. And doon nagsimula yung a deeper sense of purpose na hindi lang kami taga-next ng slide. Kami ay taga-inform sa mga tao. We are trying to connect with the people and that is the main goal of our service. Dati pinagalitan kami na puro graphics noon. Tapos sabi nung president namin before ako maging president, dapat text lang yan at saka black ang background. And then, when I became the president, sabi ko, no, we're more than that. We are also catechists in our own way. Sabi ko, we're trying to teach the people on how to reflect, not only on the songs, pati sa mga readings, and all the layouts that we do. Hindi lang tayo stagnant na, okay, black ang background, white ang text, that's it. Sabi ko, why not try to innovate things? So, may nagpipicture sa amin, documentation. Sabi ko, yung mga pictures mo, ilalagay natin yun sa PowerPoint. So, like for example, the Lord's Prayer, ilalagay namin sa slide. Tapos, sabi ko, bakit hindi natin gawin yung parang makaka-relate yung tao to reflect things easier? So, maglagay tayo dyan ng mga nagdadasal. So, maglalagay kami ng mga pictures na somehow relevant doon sa mga information that are put on our layout. There are a lot, pero isa lang talaga yung pinaka-memorable ko. So, I started as a layout designer in our church. Back then, in 2010, there is one page, there is one team na talagang nilulook forward ko every year, and it's Naval de Manila. So, since 2010, talagang nagsasubscribe ako, sumasabay-bay ako sa mga poster nila every fiesta until nag-serve ako sa simbahan ng Apo. So, sa simbahan ng Apo, I tried to be inspired with the layout themes ng Naval de Manila. So, doon ko talaga pina-pattern. Yun yung nagmo-motivate sa akin na parang, gawin mo to, Loyd, gawin mo ito, dito mo ilagay ito, dito mo ilagay ito. Pero, 2020 was the hardest for me. Due to personal reason, umalis ako sa Apo. nag-stop ako ng service ko sa Apo. And at the same time, 2020 was the year when my father passed away. So, my father and I were very close. Kasi especially when it comes to church things, sa kanya talaga ako humihingi ng mga advice. Sa kanya ko pinapatingin yung mga layout ko. Dad, maganda ba? Dad, talaga bang ganito, ganyan? So, imagine, one of your advisors passed away. So, yeah, sobrang hirap din sa akin yun. But you know what? It was the same year na nasobrahan din ng, sabi nga nila, when one door closes, a bunch of doors will open for you. So, my dad passed away, umalis ako sa Apo, pero I got a lot of opportunities sa mga national shrines. Binigyan ako ng opportunity to render a layout for the canonical coronation of Our Lady of Lourdes in her national shrine in Quezon City. And then, binigyan pa ako ng last opportunity to serve the Virgen de los Remedios in Pampanga. Meron din yung sa Healing Rosary. No? So, those were memorable for me. Pero, ang pinaka-memorable thing for me was when I was called to serve Naval de Manila. Imagine, tinitignan ko lang yung mga posters nila back in 2010 until dun sa present ang 2020. 2020, bigla kang tatawagan, sabihin nila, uy, pag-render mo kami ng poster for the Healing Rosary. So, Healing Rosary for Naval de Manila, ako yung nag-render ng poster nila in August. Kasi it became also my panata dahil ang birthday ko is on August. And then yung founder nila, siya yung patron saint ko, which is Saint Dominic. And then, that moment became the gateway for me to serve Naval de Manila. So, after Healing Rosary, bigla nilang sinabi sa akin, Loyd, kasama ka sa mag-render ng official poster ng fiesta. So parang until now, medyo ano pa rin sa akin. So 2020, I rendered one of the official poster ng Naval de Manila. 2021, nag-render din ako ng official poster for Naval de Manila. And this year, pinapagawa pa ako for Naval de Manila 2022 fiesta posters. Rendering the official fiesta poster for Naval de Manila is the most memorable thing na nagawa ko in my life.
For more Limang Siglo videos, you can visit our social media accounts.
Well, actually, ang number one lesson ko is serve with a purpose. Lagi ko sinasabi sa mga kasamahan ko na nagpapaturo sa akin na you're not there because you wanted to be known. You're not there kasi you wanted to brag your works. Hindi ka nandoon kasi you wanted to exhibit na, ay, ang sobrang ganda ng gawa ko. Yes, of course, being proud is very important. Especially achievements yan. Pero at the end of the day, ikaw ba ang bida? I'm not the star of the show. Lagi ko tinatanong sa sarili ko, ano ba ang goal ko sa pag-layout? Is it, I wanted the people to see my works na, ay, magagandahan sila. Yun ba yung purpose ko? Is it because of aesthetics? Parang, that's too lame. That's too shallow. Kasi, ang purpose talaga namin is for the people. For the people and to the people. Diba? Ang design ba, is it very important? Or, ang information na nilalaman, ang message, yun ang important. So, doon ko na-realize that the greatest lesson that I have learned as a graphic designer is you have to know the purpose, why you are here in the first place. So, aside from that, always be humble. Kasi, dati, to be honest, sobrang proud din naman si Loyd. Well, valid naman yun eh, kasi achievement yun. Pero minsan kapag ka sobrang proud ka sa sarili mo, and at the same time, nilulook forward ka ng mga tao, pag wala ka nang mapakita, sobrang frustrating. So, I'll be telling everyone, sobrang frustrating. So, kaya, I always remind myself, always be humble. You are here, it is because of God. You're here because of His saints. You're here because you are serving the people. hindi importante ang design eh. Hindi importante yung mga kung ano-anong mga elements na nilalagay. Importante dyan, number one, the people should know what's important. Diba? So, another thing is that the message should be clear to the people. So, yun lang lagi kong sinasabi sa mga tao. Even to those people who invited me na magbigay ng mga different talks about layout things, lagi kong sinasabi, know your purpose. Kasi, if you do not know your objectives, your aims, parang na rin sinabi na you're just here because you want to brag your stuff. You just want to brag your skills. Well, I'm not here to invalidate people, especially to those who feel that they are not enough. Pero, I'll tell you, you are more than enough. Kasi your skills will definitely give you and support you that you can do things. Patience. Yan, sobrang importante ng patience. Kasi, especially, I have rendering layout since 2010. So, talagang ang hirap, lalo na you don't want your layout to be as similar to your past layouts. No? So, parang, even though you have the branding, you seem to give another brand, to give another identity, para namang hindi sila same. Like, for example, sa Apo Shrine, hindi ako magle-layout na as if same siya sa Naval de Manila because I want to give some sort of identity for Apo and some sort of identity for the Naval. So parang, ang hirap mag-isip kasi ang dami ko nang nagawa tapos mag-iisip ako ng panibago, di ba? So parang nakakabaliw mag-isip. So patience. What else? Know the trend. One thing, know the trend and know the people. Especially now that the people are very into visuals. At the same time, yung mga tao ngayon na observe ko, they're not fond of reading. So kapag ka nagsaserve ako or kapag ka gumagawa ko ng mga informative posters, I tend to cut yung mga important details lang. Kasi kapag ka isang paragraph yan na parang nobela ang nilagay mo sa layout mo, for sure, ilalike lang yun ng mga tao. Pero hindi nila babasahin. So I just tend to give information which is very necessary. Okay. Actually, I have a lot of messages to share to especially to the youngsters na nagsisimula sa graphic artists. Number one, yan, ina-number natin. Number one, it's okay to be inspired, but do not imitate. Because if you're imitating, then you're just copying the skills. Pero hindi mo na-develop ang sarili mo. As much as possible, try to develop your skills at your own pace. Huwag magmadali. As your kuya, I tried to render layout since 2010. Yung mga nagawa ko, hindi ganun kadali yun. So, I took my time to develop my skills at hindi ko sila minadali. Number two, again, paulit-ulit ko sasabihin, know your purpose. Nandito ka because you wanted to serve God through the people. Diba? So, truth be told, a lot of designers out there are designing stuffs because they want to share something. They want to convey a message to the viewers. Ganun din sana tayo. Number three, while you should serve your purpose, do not forget to compliment yourself. Complimenting yourself is different from being proud. Being proud kasi is more on parang you're trying to brag everything. Parang sinasabi mo na, uy, ang ganda ng gawa ko. Uy, tignan mo yung gawa ko. Diba? Kasi if too much pride, it leads into somehow competition eh. Pero if you know yourself, if you know your capabilities, if you know what you can do, just give yourself a tiny compliment. Every small wins deserve a form of a victory, diba? So, do not forget to compliment yourself and appreciate what you can do. So, number four, do not ever compete with someone. Kasi it's actually an offense to yourself. Why? You're trying to push yourself too hard na parang as if you're trying to control the uncontrollable. So know your capabilities and know your limits. And lastly, I want you to be patient. Yung pag-develop ng skills, hindi siya overnight. No? So those are the things that I want to share with everyone.
Thank you for joining us in this Sensei episode featuring Mr. Loyd Jayril Tiatco. May this episode serve as a reminder for us to know what we can do for our churches, to know our purpose, why we are doing it, and for whom we are doing it. It is to glorify our God and to also honor our saints. See you again next week, and let's continue to explore, learn, and improve, because life is a continuous learning process. This is Sensei Season 2, Their Skills and Talents.